and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark, and today I get to check out Chow Sing Chi's hilarious Love on Delivery, released on Blu-ray by Vinegar Syndrome. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Now this is a pretty exciting release for me because also as it's Shawtember, I thought this would be a great title to share with you because it is actually part of the Shaw's collection here. You can see on top it does say Shaw Scope, and Chow Sing Chi did make quite a few movies under the Shaw Brothers banner, believe it or not. Now I just saw before I came out to do this that Shout Factory are putting out a Stephen Chow collection of movies, which is great but also slightly unfortunate because it means then Vinegar Syndrome can't really follow up with the single releases of those other movies. The likes of Out of the Dark, I think they're releasing on that, Mad Monk, Hail the Judge, things like that. So it's a bit of a shame that Shout Factory have jumped in and grabbed those, and they're putting out a 4-film set of these movies that I would really have loved to have seen done in single variations, much like this. So perhaps because they're a Region A, this is a Region A, maybe Eureka or 88 Films here in the UK will put out some of Stephen Chow's films in the near future like they have done in the past. Anyway, this is what we're here to talk about. This gorgeously packaged Love on Delivery, one of my all-time favourite Chow Sing Chi movies. But look at this design. It's just wild. Neon colours, neon greens and pinks. I don't know what it reflects in the movie per se, but it is quite nicely done. Limited to 4,000. This is 1558, as you can see on the top there. But it is a quite an eye-catching package altogether there. Now, one of my favourite packages is, and I did have this movie on DVD for a long time. I recently sold it on eBay. I had the original May Hong Kong DVD release, but I got rid of it whenever I got this gorgeous Nova Media Blu-ray release, as you can see here, beautifully packaged. And to me, I kind of prefer this, if I'm going to be honest, to Vinegar Syndrome's there. This is just kind of more appealing for me, and this shot of Stephen Chow and Christy Chung is absolutely hilarious. On the back there, you can see it's quite basic, and inside there's nothing overly special about the cover, but that slip itself is just wonderful. You do get some lobby cards with it there and that gorgeous little disc, but in terms of its extra features and that, as with most Nova Media releases, there's not a lot going for it, which is damn unfortunate. But this was absolutely well worth the upgrade. That May DVD I never went back to, that's why I sold it. But this Vinegar Syndrome release excites me because there are, as far as I'm aware, some extra features here that are going to make things even better. And apart from that, artwork could make this a much better and stronger release altogether. Sliding that out there, comes out with the same cover. Let me just pop this open quickly. I'd already pre-sliced it because I'm always fighting with this bloody plastic. Ridiculous how tightly they're packed sometimes. But the case as well, as usual, that VHS style as they call it, hard case. I can never deny that Vinegar Syndrome really packaged things very well here. This basic case, as you can see, all the extras and stuff are put on the back there. There's nothing on the back of the cases themselves. In terms of special features, what have we got? We have a newly scanned and restored in 2K format from its 35mm original camera negative, a commentary track with Frank Cheng and FJ DeSanto, A Good Day on the Gold Coast with Lee Lek Chi, the director of course, Hong Kong's Greatest Comedian, a video essay by film historian and author Grady Hendrix, The collaborations of Stephen Chow and Lee Lik Chi, a video essay by Mike White, double-sided poster, reversible sleeve artwork, and newly translated English subtitles. Fantastic. I mean, if you have not seen Love on Delivery and you're a fan of Stephen Chow's Kung Fu Hustle or Shaolin Soccer, etc., you need to get your hands on this because it is absolutely it's one of his movies that makes me laugh so loud. Like, countless times I've seen this. I know what's coming. I know what's going to be funny. And there's no surprises, but I still laugh so hard at this movie. It's just wonderful. Wow, inside it is a packed release overall, and I can see, let me turn this cover or this disc here. Inside we have got some goodies over here and the disc that matches the artwork of the slipcase. As you can see, I'll pop out that cover there because, oh, how interesting. Okay, so this, hopefully there's not too much reflection going on there. That's their design, as you can see. And on the other side, this cover that represents the Nova Media Blu-ray, as you can see there. But not as bold. That yellow hasn't really been, let's say, contrasted or saturated so much as the Nova Media cover, which is a shame because I think that real bold yellow really makes it burst off the screen there. Regardless though, I am going to flip that round since the neon artwork is on the slip. Very nice. So yes, this is a Shaw Brothers production. Oddly, you know, there's a lot of movies there that they've done, modern movies that people kind of don't relate to Shaw Brothers because they kind of just keep thinking that it's all about the kung fu phase and the wuxia movies and the romance movies and things like that. But they did do some bigger productions throughout the 90s with Chow Sing Chi, but also others like Barefoot Kid, for example, and others. But look at this. Hopefully you're not getting too much light there. None of these I would absolutely put in a frame because they just don't appeal to me whatsoever. But I see the enjoyment in them. Yeah, I just wouldn't hang them on my wall. But there we go. That's just me and my personal taste. Now, I can never get their posters back in the way I got them out. Sweet cheese and rice. Okay, there we go. Lovely. Okay, then the booklet itself looks pretty cool. Quite like this design. And this is such a fun scene throughout the movie there. It is pretty much a love story, a love comedy, a rom-com with martial arts action. I mean, some wild, over-the-top sequences, but just an absolute fucking blast and really just has me laughing. Go through this booklet with you, but is absolutely well worth seeing if you have loved what Stephen Chow has put out. Jesus, all over the decades. I mean, the guy is an absolute legend. Probably the funniest actor ever in my eyes. But Ng Man Tat, you know, the late Ng Man Tat, is equally as impressive as he is just so funny, and the pair of them together in the unlimited amount of movies that they have done is always a treat. Christy is just wonderful in this. Of course, we had her recently, seen her upgraded into 4K there with the release of Bodyguard from Beijing from 88 Films. So this is a nice follow-up to that. That's a nice booklet. Excited to get stuck into it properly whenever I check out the movie. But that's all I can share with you now. I'm going to go check this out, slide that into that dangerous little case because I keep complaining about this. I actually hate these cases, if I'm going to be honest with you, because when you put them on there, those sharp corners here, they grab that plastic and they just pull it off, they yank it off, which sometimes fucking damages those cases. Stupid idea. Anyway, I'm going to go check this out and come right back to let you know what I think. So just back after checking out the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray release of Stephen Chow Sing Chi's Love on Delivery, one of my all-time favourite Chow Sing Chi movies. But did it blow me away? Well, no, it didn't. I felt that the restoration was just okay. That's it. I still believe, and I put them on a few times back and forth, making sure that I just wasn't missing something there. But I do feel that the Nova Media Blu-ray release was much easier on the eye. I felt that the grain was far too harsh in this, and that the cleanup itself, although it's had a 2K restoration, that there was still too much, I don't know, scratches on the screen. There was just something wasn't right about it. It wasn't clean. Maybe we're just being spoiled with other things, but I know Vinegar Syndrome have put out prints that have been flawless. For me, this wasn't one of them. Absolutely not. And I did go back to the Nova Media one, and that was a much nicer watch for me overall. That said, if you don't have any other format of this movie in HD or Blu-ray, or on Blu-ray, sorry, then this is absolutely well worth checking out. The HD presence is there. It just wasn't as clean as I had hoped. The audio commentary from Frank Jeng and FJ DeSanto was just okay. It wasn't anything enthralling, but it was just okay. This is the menu, of course, behind me here. Typical of VS setup there. Nothing too special about it. But whenever you move about there below and pick different areas of that menu, it takes you into different pictures and parts of the film, of course. In terms of the other extra features there, you have an interview with director Lee Lik Chi. This was fantastic, an absolutely brilliant and entertaining piece. Very, very informative. I mean, he gets in depth about this movie. Ran for about 20 minutes in length, maybe just over 20 minutes, but well worth checking out if you're a fan of both him and the movie, which I am, of course. Then you have the Grady Hendrix video essay on Chow Sing Chi. This ran for about 20 minutes also. Interesting piece, interestingly written and narrated, but still made for a fun watch, and it includes a lot of fun clips from different movies of Chow Sing Chi's career throughout that. The same for Mike White's video essay on the collaborations between Stephen Chow and Lee Lik Chi. This ran for around 15 minutes, maybe just under 15 minutes in length, and again shows a lot of great clips from the movies that they've worked on together there. So definitely worth checking out, as I say. And you will be a fan. If you're picking this movie up, you're obviously a fan of Chow Sing Chi. He's a very Marmite Hong Kong actor and director. Some people can't handle that Mo Lai Tai kind of comedy. I just adore it. Him and Wong Jing, I just love. Anyway, so overall, I mean, a good range of extra features there, but I was just not blown away with the print, I have to say. Is it a double thumbs up for me? Well, no, maybe just one. But that's good enough, because, you know, if you don't have any other Blu-ray or HD version of this movie, this is absolutely well worth grabbing, especially because it has so many extra features there, and that audio commentary, of course. Am I glad that it's in my collection? So-so. I didn't really need to have it. I'm going to be honest. I could have done without it. But you know what? Sometimes I have to spend the pennies so that you don't have to. Anyway, out now from Vinegar Syndrome. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, enjoy your Kung Fu comedies, and I'll see you soon. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store, or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews, and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu, and I will see you soon.